Hi, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to customize your theme on Nextcloud, your Nextcloud server, and set up some extra security options on your Nextcloud server. So the first thing we need to do is go to your services and click the Nextcloud server, cloud level 1 or whatever cloud level you have. Then you're going to log into the Plus control panel. And we're going to go to our Nextcloud service app on our domain. So we're going to click this right here. And we can easily click login to automatically log into our Nextcloud server. So this auto logged us in to the Nextcloud server. And you can see my dashboard screen with all my different options and stuff, which you can customize as well by clicking customize and having customizing your dashboard every time you log in. But we're going to be talking about theming and security, improving the security of your Nextcloud server. So we're going to go to settings and we're going to go to theming. And this is where you can brand your Nextcloud instance, your Nextcloud server for your team members or your company or whatever, right? Or for yourself. You can change the name of it to whatever you'd like. You can change the web link to your domain name. You can change the slogan and you can change the color. So if you just change the color, it'll change the color up there. Very simple, very easy to use. So I'll leave that color right there. And you can upload your own logo to change the logo right here. So I'm going to upload the logo. So I changed the logo and you can see the logo changed right here as well as right here, but it doesn't look that good. You can play around with it to make it fit, change the dimensions up to make it a little bit better. But it does look nice on the homepage. But you'll have to play with it to make it look like the main logo, like this one. Like this doesn't have any text, just the logo. So it looks a little bit cleaner. So yeah. And you can change the header logo and the favicon, which is this right here, this little favicon thing right here. So you can change that to be customized. So you can completely customize it and not have it look like a Nextcloud server instance, but more of your white label branded file sharing collaboration tool. So once you've done that, we can go to security and we can start messing around with some really great security tools. The number one thing I recommend you enable is enforcing two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication should be, I think you should enforce it. This is very private information. It'll contain your mail. It contains your files, photos, whatever. You can install apps that have notes that contain passwords. Even Nextcloud has a password plugin manager that you can share with your team. There's just so many different things. And so you want to enforce it. And so you can limit it to groups, or you can have it, it's not enforced for specific groups. So if I click this, the admin group that I have, anyone under the admin, it could just be set for them, just to have them only be two-factor authentication, but you want it forced for everyone. Or you can not have it forced for anyone, a specific group that doesn't need it, right? So then you just click Save Changes, and then we're now enforcing two-factor authentication for everybody. This is server-side encryption. So what this does, it encrypts files uploaded to the server. And this I don't recommend doing unless you're containing or you're saving really private information. So if you're saving files that you don't want anyone accessing, you don't want anyone to have access to it, you don't want Rootpal, like Rootpal won't be able to restore some of this data or get this data back for you ever, right? So this is where the server-side encryption, if you enable this, you know, you should make sure you read everything here, because you can lose your data if you lose the recovery key. You will not get that data back. So if you're doing some high-level healthcare, or you have a doctor's office and you're using the Nextcloud server to store your documents that are super highly, sensitive, then you can do this. But it's still very safe. It's still encrypted. But this is just an extra layer of encryption, which you can find more about by clicking this, and it'll tell you more about the, encryption thing. But the primary of it is to encrypt stuff, on remote storages and stuff like that. But I don't recommend this. You don't need it on. It's pretty safe if you have two-factor authentication, and the security on the server with Rootpal is very safe as well. Here is the minimum password length. You can set this to be a minimum password that your customers, or not customers, your team members need to have to be able to register or whatever. So you can do the password history, so they can't use the same password. Number of days until a password expires, so you can force them to, change it every 180 days. Number of login attempts before the account is locked. I suggest putting this at like 15. Right, so 15 incorrect attempts. That means they're locked out, and then the admin or someone with admin privileges will need to unlock them. And then, yeah, that's basically it for security, I think. Two-factor authentication forced, and 15 number of login attempts. And yeah, so here is the OAuth 2.0 clients. If you are trying to, use the API or OAuth authentication, then you can do this as well. But we're not going to be using this, so you don't have to do anything with that. And that's basically it. I mean, that's how you set up white label your Nextcloud server, and how you set up basic security for your Nextcloud server. Thank you for watching, and we'll be releasing more tutorials on Nextcloud as we go. Thank you.